Force Code.
What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna be talking about. You see the title? Should you have a relationship while building a business?
Oh, this is a very, very good topic.
I mean, it's basically we talking about it from the perspective where I'm talking about it from the perspective of would it be a good idea to be trying to build a relationship while building a business at the same time simultaneously.
So let me ask you a question. I want to get hot in the topic right now. If you could do, if you were a young man living in 2020, 2021, what do you, well, let me first back up. Do you think relationships are a distraction nowadays?
I mean, I think a relationship definitely can be a distraction depending on a lot of variables.
Okay, so what do people look for in relationships nowadays? From your perspective, I know that you're married, but from your perspective, what do people look for in relationships? Because I could specifically say that, from my vantage point, it's like people selfishly want things from relationships because they want companionship, they want sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are these things conducive to building your dream? You know what I mean? Because if you got a brand new business, my perspective is you need to be working on that business 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day.
Is it impossible to be building a relationship at the same time?
No, I don't think so. But it has to be a very specific, you have to be very, very specific about, point of emphasis of what that person is there for.
True.
So that person is going to have to be as an asset to you building that specific business.
I mean, that should go without saying, though.
That almost sounds like a wife, or that does sound like a wife in my perspective. You know what I mean? But from a woman's point of view, what should women do? Because if they're concentrating on businesses, I think being a woman, it's impossible to have to be building a relationship and then you're looking for a husband, because the husband to me is going to be the breadwinner.
Yeah, I mean, but
what's supposed to be
from well, I can't speak. I don't want to say from a woman's perspective.
Okay,
but I would say from the perspective of a woman. I mean, me being a man, I couldn't really see being with a woman and I'm trying to build a business and she trying to build a business at the same time and we trying to build a relationship. It just doesn't seem like it would be a good idea. I mean, it just doesn't seem like it would work, though.
So what do you think could potentially get in the way of that? Because you're trying to build a business, she trying to build a business. And why don't
I mean,
you
of course it's time. I mean, you only have so much time.
Right.
There's only so much time in a day to do what you need to get done.
Right.
So the only way, one of the ways I feel like it would be possible would be from an aspect of if she was helping you with a particular business that you were doing.
Oh yeah, she has to be an asset.
And then you would I'm talking about like not an asset to it, but like really y'all building it together.
Oh, okay.
Essentially.
Well, I mean, she would still be an asset to the business in that particular point of view because she's helping you with that said business, right?
Right.
Like, so it's just like maybe you're in accounting, or maybe you do the books, or maybe you handle the other administrative work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need somebody to hold down the fort while I'm doing this. Or
see, I feel like double-sided about it because
okay,
from one aspect, if I was not married,
okay,
if I was not married, I don't think that it would be that I would be trying to pursue a relationship and business at the same time.
Okay.
Only because I literally stopped doing business in order to build my family, to build a relationship with my wife.
Wow.
Then I jumped back and I didn't start doing business till after I built my relationship up.
Wow.
Because I feel like trying to build a business with a rocky personal life,
right,
it just didn't make sense. It just wasn't advantageous to it because if I'm constantly having personal problems, it's gonna affect the way I run my business.
So do you think that you would have been more successful earlier had you concentrated more on your business instead of building your family life?
Yeah, like okay, let's just say it from a basketball, like a James Harden. Like, okay, if I can run the ISO, of course. Yeah, if I'm like, look, I'm standing at the top of the key, and I'm like, all right, y'all, move out the way. I'm finna go in for the shot.
Right.
It would have been much easier because now I have to build businesses around my family.
Right.
Versus, so it's a limited amount of businesses. It's a certain way I have to do business now because of my family. So like how we was rocking before I had kids, the grind was completely different.
It was.
We could have built. It would take me 3 or 4 years to build what we could have did in 6 months.
Yeah.
Literally. So from my aspect, I think I wouldn't knock it and say that. I mean, truthfully, if I was building a business from the jump, like my very first business, I guess it depends on what matters to you.
Right.
So I always wanted family and I always wanted business. So I got them both now. But in the beginning, I definitely would say you could get there quicker.
You can get that quicker without trying to concentrate on without trying to concentrate on relationships. All right. So look, with that being said, tell us, let's both go into our personal stories, because you brought up a good point. You said what we built together, the grind was very, very different. Let's point out how the grind was different, because you just said in 6 months we could build some stuff that will literally take you 2 to 3 years now. Now, to give the advice to young men or young people out there,
right,
like how do they do that and build something quickly, not being in a relationship, and why is it a distraction? Why did you say that?
I mean, it's a distraction because you're trying to please the customer and you're trying to please your wife at the same time.
Yeah.
So in the beginning of a business, you don't know your customer base, so you're trying to learn them.
Right.
So you're trying to learn your woman, you're trying to learn your customer base at the same time.
Right.
So that's like having 2 wives. Not to say it's impossible, but it's gonna take a whole lot of time because it's still new. It's only one of you, and you still developing yourself at the same time.
Right. So does it make you a better or worse person to build a family or build a business first?
No, all of that's completely subjective. It's all completely based on what you want out of life, and so it's like if you put business first. I mean, you see guys that put business first. They end up like Jay got married late. You know what I'm saying? He look at what happened. He was older, but it wasn't like a bad thing. I mean, he got everything out. He still probably cheated, but it's less. I feel like it's more likely for him to succeed now with it because he waited so long. He got a lot of stuff out of the tank. Now me, I got in the relationship before success.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm at a disadvantage because I've never had the type of success where like girls was like throwing themselves at me yet. So now I would have been in this box, in this shell, in this basement, and now this basement of life where I wasn't as important as I'm becoming. As my following is growing, women are going to become more attracted to the money that I'm making because my life is going to be more in a public spotlight. I'm gonna be getting achievements. So I feel like had I already had experience with this, like now I might meet turbulence later.
Yeah.
Potentially. I'm the guide wheel. I'm the guide with this. I got the steering wheel, and it's gonna take a lot more discipline than it would if I would have got everything out. Because I've been in relationships since I was probably like a serious relationship. I'm about 24. So and I'm 34. So it's like 10, 11 years.
Right, 10 years of a serious relationship, and then also we have to count the fact that there was way more options now.
Look,
look, if you look at it, and this is another point that I want to hit on, man, like young dudes are losing today because like if you think about all of these dating apps and the availability, if guys like me and you who are mid-30s, right, and we got bread, 6-7 figures type, like what young man can compete with that? Because you know what I mean. Because
so are you saying that it would be harder in a sense to build the business because of temptation?
No. What I'm saying is that I'm kind of going off a little bit off topic.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that like only reason I would want young people, especially young men, to focus on their business is because getting in a relationship at a younger age, as being a young man, it's a lot harder because these women have access to guys like us on these dating apps who got bread. You know what I mean? Like, or you know what I mean? So we're just like, back in the day, you in school, you in a community college or a college or university, you're dating the guys on campus, you know what I mean? Or in your proximity, because that's the only guys that you got access to, right? But now you got all of these apps, fake, you got Twitter, you got Instagram, and you got guys like us who are already successful, who can fly you in, who can fly you out.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So what does
that make it different?
What does that do to your ability to try to date as a young man.
I mean,
Yeah.
essentially, so I mean, life is business,
Life
right?
is business.
So I feel like you should try to. I mean, I feel like if I can advise my 18-year-old son, I would tell him to start his business before he get into a relationship, because then he would be able to be financially sound and good enough in a position to take care of a family.
Yeah.
Versus getting into the family and having to struggle over love. You know, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm in love with this girl, but I'm broke.
Yeah.
I got to still borrow money from my pops.
Yeah.
Like, nah, go out and make sure that you can take care of the family before you go get the family, essentially.
I think that guys should stay away from trying to endeavor in relationships before the age of 32.
What?
Before at least the age of like late 20s, 32.
Well, why wait so long though?
Because at the end of the day.
So what if you build a business like early?
What I'm saying is but even if you build the business early, like women don't like broke guys. Let's just get that out the way. They don't like broke guys.
I mean, not. I mean,
look. Hold on. Let me take it a step further. Women don't even like average guys.
Who? What women? I guess it's a bunch of women with average guys. So you saying they just with them, they placeholders until they find something better?
Look, if you ask the typical woman what she wants a middle-class lifestyle, 2 children, and the middle-class lifestyle out here is a house.
Where are these women coming from? Like, who are these? Are they on dating apps, or are these like what class of women are we speaking of?
Okay, we'll just say the typical woman out here. So I'm just.
What's the typical? Come on, typical has this a lot of different.
I'm trying to be as general as I can. I'm going to
not general, because I'm saying like, okay, it's different classes. You got the materialistic girls that want it all like that. You got those little girls that want to be Cardi B and all of that.
Okay,
shit,
so let me ask you.
You got some humble chicks.
Okay,
it's cool.
Cool. So let me ask you a question. Even with the humble chicks, do they want children?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they want marriage?
Yeah.
Do they want men to take on the bulk of the responsibility or paying for that situation if they get into a marriage?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Living neighborhood, right? Let's put that out here in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. An okay neighborhood, or either a well-to-do neighborhood, is about $300,000 for the house, $250,000, $300,000 for a house. Right. That's a 6-figure guy.
Well, you don't have to have a house that's $250,000.
We're talking about a middle-class lifestyle out here.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look, if you look at the statistics from censusreporter.com, the average Black man makes $42,000 a year. Right?
Yeah, I don't know about I don't know about that out here in the A. I mean, it's some cats out here just getting bread for real.
Right. Look, we know that, but the consensus with everybody, with all the Black men wrapped up in one, makes.
But a dude that can make $42,000 with a girl that's making $42,000, they could live a decent lifestyle.
Yeah, but that's 50-50. No woman really wants to pay the bills. Who wants to split the mortgage? And can you get respect 50-50? That's why I suggest that men stay away from relationships before 32. Concentrate on the business.
I get.
Okay, look, let's talk about this, because you bring up a very, very great point. 50-50, right?
No. I don't do no 50-50.
Right.
I mean, I pay all of the bills.
Right.
I don't really see it any other way.
Because it's a different respect factor. Would you agree or no? Because if we come into the situation and I have to pay half the mortgage, you have to pay the half of the mortgage. I'm entitled to the same.
Not really, because I get what you're saying, because that's a sticky one, man. Because I agree to disagree.
Okay.
Because like, say for instance, in my relationship, it's our money, so I don't even have the traditional relationship to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, me and my girl been having a joint account since the beginning.
Yeah.
So I've always she always earned the stripes to be on my bank account with me, right, or me be on her bank account, because if we both putting it all in, it's all in. Not a lot of people live that. So it wouldn't even be like, it's not like I pay the bills, to be clear, or rather she pays the bills. It's more like we pay the bills. It's not like a 50-50. We pretty much, we're one. So it's just 100. It's just us. It's just 100.
But look, I know your wife. She was raised to be a wife.
Oh, what the hell does that mean?
Okay.
Exactly.
Raised to be a wife means that you've seen the kind of structure what it takes to be compatible with the man. The cooperation, the submissiveness, the ability to help a man's cause. Because, for example, let's say if a woman's working a job, right?
Right.
A job is essentially a man.
I got you.
Right. We know we're following that path. So it's just like if a woman can help and see the potential, that's why I believe that if you're going to date young, date somebody where both of y'all got potential. You both.
I mean, of course. I mean, I feel like nobody should be dating somebody that is not their equal, as far as not okay. Like, you might be intelligent and the other person might be hands-on.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, whoever you indulge in a relationship with, you get into a relationship, they gotta compliment you in some type of way.
Of course.
We know that, but I feel like the structure and the thought process of it could be different. Like, if you all right, so like, say you got with a woman, right? Say you make $250,000 a year. Okay, you got with a woman that's $250,000 a year. Okay,
why would I do that? Man, go ahead. Let me follow your point. All right.
All I'm saying is, if you got with a woman that's $250,000 and y'all put both of y'all money together, that would be still $500,000 and y'all could both pay the bills. So it's the perspective of 50-50, as in, see, when I hear 50-50, I think of it being like, I have my money, you have your money.
Okay.
That's like 50-50, but we can both make the same amount and put the money together, and it's just one. And we both just have a bill account. So when we both get paid every week, we got X amount of 10% of our, or whatever, 50% of our money can go into this family account. And then all of the bills come out automatic payment out of that account.
Okay, so Kobe, let me ask you some challenging questions, right? Because I feel like I need to tear your ass up.
I mean, that's impossible.
Okay. All right, let's get there then. What does it take?
And Juan, he's not. So,
and look,
Juan Hood, he's not.
What does it take to make six figures, and how much time do you need to dedicate to make six figures? Takes a lot of energy, yes or no?
I'm gonna take a lot of energy initially, but it don't take much now. It's easy to do now because I've done it.
Okay, so if a man is making six figures, and I've spent a long time training myself to get up to make six figures.
Right.
So when you do that, you still have to give that thing a certain amount of energy to run, right?
Right.
If I'm dedicating that type of energy to making six figures, and she's dedicating that type of energy to making six figures, there is no room to have a family.
But what I'm saying is, like, how long is it going to take? I mean,
look, somebody has to sacrifice the income. There is no 250 over here and 250 over here to make 500 over here because we want to have a family. What is it going to do to her business or either her career once we start having children?
I mean, either way, you still gonna need some help. I mean, no matter what. I mean, I got 5 kids, right. So all I'm saying, and I'm still gonna need help. So the fact that the money problem is solved, I feel like it's not as much of a money thing as it is in you trying to find somebody that's compatible with you thing. Because like you could we could base it all around business. We could base it all and be like, okay, my relationship is a business, but my girl would. The value that she provides is work. It's just like she's working as if like you said, she works within something I created.
Right.
So am I splitting 50-50 with her if we both put in? I mean, granted, I put more time in, but can it all just come back to the one thing? Like, I feel like, why would somebody get into a relationship with somebody if they not planning on becoming one? Okay. Because that's the problem I'm saying. So let me finish.
Go ahead.
The problem with what I feel like society is that it's too many partnerships and not enough really relationships, because people are more like roommates. Oh, this is my money, this is his money, and we just kind of come together. Oh, you gotta make sure you have on a rent. Like, how the hell y'all in a relationship and you waiting on somebody to have there's no way in my mind possible that I could see me and my wife having a conversation about her bringing me her damn half and me bringing my half, and we live in the same damn house and we sleep in the same damn bed. That don't make no goddamn sense.
But look, we got to look at it from the perspective of this. I think
that makes no sense.
It's a totally different perspective from a man. Like, look, I grew up in a household where my dad made all of the money, and it was the 50-50 came from the effort that my mom put into the household. My mom still had full access to my dad's money. she to the fact where I think that she spent way more money than she needed to. You know what I mean? Like, because
Okay, so what's wrong with that though?
look, there was nothing wrong with that. I'm saying that that's the scenario in which men who've made it, or men who aspire to have money, like men who make over, to me, that I've seen, that make over six figures, we're not guarding our money up. We need somebody to manage that. We over here making the money.
Right.
So I'm not like trying to like stifle you every month or something and say, no, baby, you can only have $1,300 a month. Or you want to buy those Louis, here go a little. No, like I think people who haven't lived that kind of lifestyle or haven't seen that before think that rich men, or either men who do a little bit better for themselves, are just spoon feeding women to control them. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I mean, truthfully, because I'm trying to figure out what's your handle on this. Like, because you like, I actually told somebody this. I think I told one of my sisters, because I'm like, you ain't gonna never be in that relationship. It's just like it's just the way you think about it. I just don't think your relationship material, man. Like I think you're gonna be fighting this. We gonna be 20 years from now. You're gonna be like, nah, man, she ain't qualified. Like I think your standards are like the ideology. I think it might be like way up there though.
But look, you got to understand, I was raised to be a husband. Like that's the whole thing.
But I feel like you just make it so hard, man.
It's not. Look, here's the thing. Men make, look, I understand the position of men. We're out here to make money. Like the thing is, if you look at it, that's what we're here for.
But if the money, okay, so if the money is automated, okay, let's talk real life. Bruh, you've been building a business for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have the IQ and intelligence to build a business to be automated.
Of course.
Okay, so at that point, in 3 or 4 years from now, when that business is automated, are you going to put the time to put in the relationship, or are you just going to find another project to do? Are you going to find something else to do?
I'm going to find something else to do because I'm a builder. Hey, look, automation is cool, but ain't no free money out here.
So how are you ever going to build a relationship is the question.
Look, they're going to have to be, my family's going to have to be entrenched in my business. Look, you have to understand, I come from a business that was family based. My cousins, you even seen it. When I worked at the store, my cousins were my big brothers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I literally grew up in a family where, or a business where all of my family was around me, not just my intermediate family, my brothers and sisters.
I understand that, but
right.
So how was that going to go on to you being able to lock in and put in the time to build a relationship with a woman?
Because I was almost there. Like I would have married my child's mother had it not. And I can be extremely transparent. Had it not been for the weight and the attitude, I would have married her. We were on the way. I've been with her 7 years. Those are the only two things that stopped me from her. You see me, like she was friends with your wife. It was a good thing. You know what I mean? So the first thing that I did when I met her was I immediately made her get rid of her job. Like, yo, if I'm gonna be with you, you gotta be
right. True.
You in my system. This is my playbook. This is how you got to play. She had no problem with that. Helped her build a business. So when we did finally decide to build a family, that we didn't have to subject our child to exterior education, because we wanted to control the narrative between us and our children. You know what I mean?
Right. But the thing is, I still feel like even in a relationship,
yeah,
nothing's gonna no girl is gonna have, like, you could find two things wrong with any girl and be like, nah, this not gonna work. You know, I mean, you get what I'm saying? So is it really like, is the standard really so high? Like, I just wonder, is it really attainable?
Yeah, of course, because at the end of the day, like, look, men are simple. If we want better quality women, we have to make more money. Like, that's it.
Bro, you just like money, man. Money will not solve all of that shit, man.
Look, what I'm telling you, that money is not about solving the problem. It's having better access. Look, at the end of the day, Cole, if we want to have better lives, we have to have our finances in order. That's
of course, though. But right, what I'm saying is, so then
look,
what?
Men,
okay.
But look, men know these simple. Look, if you want to date hotter chicks, you got to make more money. There's no problem. Okay.
Okay. Look. So look, a decent amount of women with.
Okay. So why didn't you marry them? Why didn't you marry them?
Because they wasn't. That don't mean they was white. They don't mean they could have been hot, but that don't mean they was wife material.
Okay. Look. So
two completely different things.
Okay. Look.
So what are you really looking for? Are you looking for the model, or are you looking for somebody who really gonna hold you down?
But look, one thing about money keeps people honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're building a relationship and you are a quote unquote high value guy, do you think that a woman is going to carry you the same as a man who's making $38,000? Is that relationship the same relationship?
I think it could be. I think it depends on the
Come
woman.
on. So look, a man who makes the look. So if we're living,
if I'm look, like my position with my wife hasn't changed because I got more money now.
But look, you have to get rid of that notion. Your wife is a traditional woman. We're not.
So what I'm saying is, so if you get a traditional woman, that would mean that no matter how much you making, she's still gonna want a decent husband, regardless.
But look,
right?
Most women
right or wrong.
But look, I'm getting to the point. Most women aren't traditional women. They're modern women. Modern women are different from traditional women. These women today don't want to be they don't want to be housewives. They want their own money. There's no problem with that.
Okay, so what's the problem with them wanting their own money?
There's no problem with that. The only thing is there's a trade-off to getting your own money. If you're going to delay your career to make your own money, and then when you do make your own money, there's a cost to making your own money. You have to pay for shit.
Nah, I don't agree.
Okay, so look.
So if I open,
look.
All right, look.
Hold on. Look. Before you get to that example,
go ahead, man.
So let's say that a woman waits till she's 33 to try to find a husband, or 30, 33, 34 to try to find a husband.
All right, go ahead, man. Yeah.
And she wants everything that a woman wants, right? She wants 2 children. She wants a man making a decent amount of money who's going to take on the majority of the financial burden. But after 35, right, women are at risk for high risk pregnancy. Right. So let's say she wants a 6-figure guy. She don't want an average guy. She want a guy to be able to afford to take on the mortgage by himself, majority of the bills by himself. She has 2 years of fertility.
I mean, that's you with these damn statistics, man.
No, but I'm saying, look,
I'm more of a spiritual guy. I more feel like if I want to get it, I would get it. It's gonna happen. I'm not gonna go. You got too many statistics, man.
Oh, look. The reason that we have to deal with the numbers.
So when are you gonna start building then?
I've been building already.
Okay, so you're building now.
Yes.
So how long until the cat will be out the bag? Like essentially,
look. At the end of the day,
when will she get the stamp?
Oh, look.
When will she get to meet the guys?
But look, you know what the advantage that men have that women don't have is that, look, if you weren't in a relationship right now and you weren't with your wife and you didn't have any kids, you could wait till you were about 50, 40, 50, 60 to still have children.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because look, at the end of the day, after 35, women are at risk for high risk pregnancy.
Okay, so
you can look. So look, the ability to have a child. What I'm saying is that it's different from a woman wanting to engage a relationship than a man. So
you saying she's obligated to choose up faster?
Look, she's not obligated to do anything. Nobody is obligated.
But you just so are you? I'm just saying that. I'm just saying the perspective that she should.
Yes, I'm getting the perspective that we should, because we are different and we should embrace our differences. Because at the end of the day, men and women aren't equal, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Because the advantage that men do have is we can wait till 45 to have children, and it would still work.
But it's equal in opposite direction, though.
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, like we are equal, and it's exactly what I'm saying. Is like what one thing that they can do, we can't do. You get what I'm saying? They're stronger at certain things. They're advantages.
But listen, what does that have to do with building a relationship? Because
what I'm
saying,
talking about, they might be weak in that regard. Essentially, from okay, if you only talking about Michael Jordan can go get a little young, little hot something, but yet his wife, she's pretty much past her time. Okay, so as far as building a relationship, I feel like women bring intuitive factors. They have the kids. I mean, I feel like it's certain things that make them just as important. I mean, I don't feel like it's like a I mean, I never had the ideology that men were greater.
It's not about men being greater
than women.
It's not about men being greater. Making more money doesn't make you greater than a person.
Right.
What I'm saying is that the thing is,
how can you justify?
Here's my justification. Men who life is business.
Right.
Life is business. We only intend to build businesses to pass it along, right?
Right. True.
Right. So the ability to have a family is a part of legacy.
True.
So if a woman delays her life and then delays her ability to have a relationship till later, where she's 32 years old, 33 years old. Now she's finally looking for a husband. She only has 2 good years of fertility before.
She could have been already looking for a husband. She could have already been
But
building with
look, but
somebody
that's not what I'm
before
talking
then.
about. Look, modern women today want their own money. They have MBAs, they got bachelors, they make their own money. I know a lot of women who are doing
They
well
can
for
still be
themselves.
wifed up.
Look,
Still.
they can, but look, at the end of the day, if you are a man trying to build a legacy, what makes more sense? A woman who has her own money with a couple years of fertility, or a younger woman with nothing who's 24, 25. I already got my own bread. So I don't need you. So look, so I don't
know.
Hold on, follow me now.
All right.
Follow me now.
Go
Because
ahead.
if legacy is the most important thing to me, and I've built this business and I want to pass this along, it doesn't make sense as a man to go get an older woman. Because at the end of the day, I only got a couple years of fertility with you. What if I want 4 kids or 5 kids like you? So it's just like, I'm gonna need the younger woman to build with. That's why I'm telling.
I mean,
that's why I'm not telling.
Make sense.
But that's why I'm not telling women like, yo, you're not obligated to choose up. I'm just saying it makes more sense from the perspective of a guy like who make money like us, who says legacy is important to us. Because look, men really, look. Even though I made money early, I didn't really hit my financial stride until my 30s.
But what I'm saying from a different perspective though.
Okay.
So you saying, like, to me, I feel like dudes are starting to see girls that are like women. Let me stop saying girls.
Yeah, women.
Starts to seeing women with PhDs and degrees and making money for themselves as a threat. So I feel like, I mean, to me, from my angle, I would feel like that would be good. I mean, if we both bringing something to the table, I mean, how could that be bad?
It's not bad. It's that I already have my own money. I already have the thing that you're.
So why come she can't have her own money? I mean,
because it's impossible to look.
So is it? I'm the. Tell me this. So is it not? So just let me know this. Is it not that you feel like the younger women are an easier target because they gullible?
No,
and they don't know anything.
No. Look, it's a better situation. Look, if I want 5 children and I'm trying to build a legacy, I've worked all of my life. I'm in my mid 30s, early 40s, or mid 40s. I can still have 5 children. So it doesn't make any sense.
Man, I mean, but I'm looking at it like
look, and then at the end of the day, that woman with a PhD who's devoted her life. Look, even when I start have children, she has to give her life up. But what if I want 5 children with the PhD? What good is the PhD now that you have 5 children to take care of? You went to school for nothing, because I'm gonna still need you to take care of these kids.
I know, but I mean,
because I can't do what are men here for?
You still gotta. I mean, as a father, you still could take care of your kids. I mean, it's not all on the woman's job. You still gotta talk to your kids. You still. I mean, you still got. I mean, that's where the village comes in. You got the aunts and the uncles. You got all of that type. I mean, you got nannies. If you got 5 kids, 2 people ain't gonna be enough regardless. Even if y'all spend all day.
I get it, but look, we got to be realistic with men and women. The higher up you go, the more goals that you obtain. You have to put in more time. You got a business.
I got you.
You got 2 businesses, right?
I mean, I get what you're saying, because a lot of the women that are super high achievers, like later on in their life, they do be single.
They do be single. Let's get to the point.
Get it. I mean, I get it, but that doesn't mean, but that does not mean that that if, like, right now, okay, my wife is 31, 32, something. I don't fucking know. But if she went off and started a restaurant chain, right?
Yeah.
While I'm running my trucking business and my other businesses, do you not think that would be possible for us to still maintain and make it work?
But you already have a family. You already have a legacy. You already have the 5 children. You did that while you were young, and you did it at the right time. And you did it with a younger woman. Look, okay, so let's take the 5 children off the table. She's trying to do that now, right? She's trying to aspire to do the restaurant now while you got the trucking company and your consulting business. And you say, hey, babe, I want to have children right now. Well, no, I kind of want to build this restaurant. We don't have time to have children because me being pregnant for 9 months, I can't really go back and forth and build a restaurant. It doesn't make sense.
I got you. Yeah, right. Yeah. You know what I mean, it does make sense though.
Right. So so in my mind, as a guy who already has 6 figures, and I'm looking for a woman, an accomplished woman, doesn't make any sense. I got my bread already. So, you adding to a table, that sounds good in theory, but
I guess it depends on age though. I mean, it can't really be because if I'm 23 and I got the bag, I mean, it'll be different. So I guess you only speaking from your current age that you are right now, and
Well,
why it
I mean,
wouldn't make
okay,
sense.
but look, but we know that men in their 20s don't really make a lot of money. Like, you know what I mean? Let's just speak
I
on.
mean, but you could. I mean, it is a lot of cats that go get it. You know,
Well, but look, they're not. Look,
because you could have easily been started doing that. I mean, at 20, you made 6 figures at 21.
right? But
2020.
look, but we got to look. But look,
So at that time, you could have started building.
look, but look.
Why didn't you start building?
Look, I look. At the end of the day, I was putting together all of my people, right? But I didn't know, because you know what I mean. Like, my parents are first generation entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? So they understood how to make money. They taught me how to make money,
Right.
but they didn't really teach me how to maintain the money. Because even with them being first generation entrepreneurs, they still really kind of push me to go to college, like work. You know what I mean?
I get that.
You know, so it's just like.
But what I'm saying is you broke the mold. So would it be a thing that you waited too late?
No. Oh no. Because if I wait 10 years, I'm still in a good position. I feel like because
you just gonna have to go get a younger woman.
Yeah, of course. It only makes sense to get a younger woman.
So what's the age? I mean, so what's the age? This is good. This is good shit. So what's the? I'm curious. So what is the age? What is the age cutoff? I mean, I think you might have some girls in the audience or some women in the audience that may be interested. What is the age? I mean, I'm trying to figure it out.
I need a woman with some. Look,
so you want a broke woman, pretty much just like 20.
Look, I don't need a woman. I don't need a woman to make no money. Like, she don't gotta have no money. She's gotta be cooperative and submissive. What I need you with money for? I've been working my whole life for money.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, so you saying you can find that easy then? What's the problem?
It's not.
It's a bunch of broke chicks out here.
No, that don't mean these broke chicks are submissive and cooperative.
What? If that's all you looking for, that don't seem like you can go find a girl at McDonald's and retire her right now.
Okay, so would you much rather have a woman at McDonald's that listens, or would you have a
I feel like
hold on.
I feel like if you got the money,
hold on.
The woman's gonna listen.
Hold on, look. Would you rather look? Let me point this out to you, because you're an entrepreneur and you're alpha, and we alphas, right?
Yeah.
Would you much rather have the chick that works at McDonald's that's super cooperative and submissive, right? Versus the PhD who got her own bag.
Right, look. It depends on how she is, because every girl with a PhD ain't on all of that. You know, they ain't on all that type of time. I mean, it's a lot of chicks that there's nurses and got their own thing. They could go and make, like, I want a woman to still be herself. I don't want her to be my fucking slave. You know what I'm saying? I want her to have her own identity. I need her to be my business partner. I need somebody to bounce stuff off of.
Well, look, Kobe, you're in a position that you have the kind of marriage that I'm talking about. Like, your wife ain't your slave.
My point exactly, right, because I wouldn't have it no other way.
Right, but look, just because a man makes money, that doesn't mean that a woman is his slave.
No, I'm not saying that's
well, look, you do bring up a great perspective, though. Because if we're going to argue that narrative, then we would have to say, then aren't women slaves to these jobs that they went to college for? Because they tell them when to wake up, they give them the culture of the job.
Talk to them.
You know what I mean? They're telling them when to get off. They're giving them money every couple of weeks, and they say, hey, if you do this thing wrong, we're gonna let you go for somebody younger and more productive. Don't that sound like a man?
Nigga, that sound like your ass.
No, I'm just saying.
So you trying to find a woman from a woman from a capitalist perspective?
But we live in a capitalist country. We can't have it any other way. This is capitalism. This ain't nothing else. This ain't communism. This is communism. And I do agree. Yeah, jobs are slavery. The thing is, I'm trying to get the narrative is that why do certain people much rather follow a job than follow a man's vision? Because my vision is you're gonna have way more freedom at home by yourself.
But the difference between me and that ideology, I don't even want employees. Like, I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to turn my employees into owner operators. I'm trying to get it to the point where I only have independent contractors, because I don't like capitalism as far as leveraging labor. Like, I don't like it.
But look,
that's why I don't really like. I like business for the money.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm trying to create different avenues, like real estate, where I ain't got to hire nobody.
Right.
So what I'm saying to what you said is like as far as you going in on the girls, the fucking slavery thing. You know what I'm saying? They not necessarily a slave, but I'm saying I want a girl that can think for herself, because I look at like legacy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because if a woman is on the job, she's not thinking for herself. She's doing what the job wants her to do.
But my girl don't have a job.
But I'm saying, look, you're saying that it's nothing wrong with the PhD or with the woman who has a career matching up with her.
I'm saying financially. I'm just saying PhD as
right, but look, she's following
of money.
But she's following.
Okay,
that's following somebody's program, though.
Oh, okay, so take that as her being an entrepreneur, her making $100,000 running her own business.
Okay, she's following her own lead.
Okay, so you saying you pretty much don't want a girl with money because you don't want the challenge of her talking back.
Absolutely,
you feel like,
no, absolutely not.
If she had the same amount of money as you wouldn't have any leverage.
I've dated.
So you're trying to use money for leverage.
No, absolutely not. And this
the only. I mean, because think about it. What you're saying. If you would take a broke girl from McDonald's,
if you would let me,
she is going to be impressed by you. So therefore, she might bow down.
But look, you gotta let me give my perspective, because at the end of the day, you have to have a certain personality trait to be an entrepreneur. It takes a certain amount of time. Look, we've made it easy. The thing is, Cole, we've been doing business over 20 years, both of us. True. We got 40 years of entrepreneurialism between us. You've been hustling ever since you were 7 years old. You've been running business most of your life.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, there's a certain amount of go-gettingness or a certain amount of drive that you have to do that. So look, when you have a family with a woman like that, she got to slow all of that down.
True.
Because how can you take care of 5 children still trying to hustle as an entrepreneur?
Right. She can,
even with a,
but even it depends on how it's set up. Because even
right,
though my girl is super submissive, she still want to hire a chef if we got the money, because she still wants to be free.
Right, but look,
she still wants to do her own thing.
Right,
she sacrificed all of that time for me already.
I got you.
So now it's time to be like, okay, how can I free up some of your time? Maybe we can get a chef, maybe we can get a nanny. I don't want my girl is way too valuable to be sitting up just folding some clothes and vacuuming the floor and all that. She's just taking care of the crib.
But look, at the end of the day,
she's way too valuable for that.
Right, but she's way too valuable to be building somebody's job.
Exactly. So let's speak of it from a woman being an entrepreneur.
But look, hold on. I think that you think that my perspective is that I need a slave in the house. I don't need a slave in the house.
I'm saying essentially,
look.
I just take it.
Let me tell you though.
For me, okay, look, I'm gonna give you exactly what I think. My perspective is that what I'm taking from what you're saying is the only way I could digest it and think of it is that you are wanting to use money.
No, it's not leverage. It's not using money.
So why would you want a broke girl? I mean, you just said you would rather take the girl right there.
Because at the end of the day, it's about
because she would be impressed by you.
Look. At the end of the day, men are here to impress. I don't disagree with that. Older women who've already make money, who've already done things that they have their own experiences, are harder to impress. Mm-hmm. Like a younger woman has energy, they're vibrant. Like we like that. Like, you know what I mean?
So
but look, hold on.
So it's younger.
Hold on. Let me get to my spectrum. I'll let you run. Okay. I'll let you run. You
definitely been chopping it up more than me. So
come on, I'll let you run.
Go ahead.
But look, the reason that I'm saying it is, look, the money is not the issue, because it's the time and the legacy. If you're making, I don't think that a woman making $100,000 perspective is going to change on the financial burden that the man has within the household. Because if she's making $100,000 and I'm making $100,000, you still expect for me to pay for everything, because that's my job. I'm a provider.
Right.
So if the thing is,
money.
Hold on.
Money should be together anyway, though.
But the thing is, look, what we're talking about in the aspect of the financial realm, I don't need you to provide. I'm the provider. Let me do my job. So if I'm here to do my job, then look how complicated you made it sound. I'm providing, she providing. Now we're trying to have a family where she's pregnant for 9 months and she can't provide.
It's not that she's trying to provide. What if she likes baking cupcakes and she just want a cupcake business?
You're throwing all of these hypothetical situations. We have to be real. She makes $100,000. I make $100,000. We both got business.
That's just money, though.
But look,
it's still not her. It's still not two people doing what it is.
But look, you can't throw these hypothetical situations within. Look, I got a business making $100,000. I provide. Mm-hmm. She has a business making $100,000, and she provides. Now when we decide to have a family, the dynamic changes. That's the only thing that I'm saying.
So what if she doesn't have to be? What if she's just?
But you're saying what if?
Okay, so I'm saying so that's all we got because we're not talking about anything specific.
But
so all we got is hypotheticals.
Okay,
we're not talking only when I'm referencing my own relationship. Or are we talking about? Are you referencing your own relationship? Are we anything other than that?
Okay, so look, I can be real. Look, I can. Let me point out a real situation. When I had a business, right, with my child's mother, she still had a job. She was pregnant. She couldn't go to work because she went through one of them kind of pregnancies that she was just sick all the time. Right. You know, she couldn't go to work. Her income was affected and she made really good money.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, you have to sacrifice. I ended up having to take over all of the financial burden.
Which is what you would put. Okay,
that's what I'm here for, though. Right?
Okay, so let's talk relationship, like real relationship. Let's sit the money to the side for a second.
Okay.
We gonna put money
all right
to the side. Talk straight, just relationship.
Okay.
And let's talk about value. Okay. So in my household, I cannot rock with the ideology of what a man or a woman are supposed to do. It's okay. And okay, I know what I feel like I supposed to do, but it's like, okay, me saying like, okay, the kids' toys come in from Amazon.
What does that mean? Like,
no, listen.
The ideology of what a man is supposed to do.
Well, because it's like gender roles almost. Like, since the man,
we do have gender roles.
I disagree because
okay, so
I feel like
what if a woman, like, would you expect a woman to take care of you?
But I'm not that type of dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
so you believe
but there are other things. So like my wife she cooks, right?
Okay.
She cooks, she does the laundry, she does a lot of stuff that traditional women would do. Right. But she also puts together the kids' toys and stuff, which is in most families, they would expect the man to be putting shit together. Like the man is supposed to be the guy with the hands and changing light bulbs. So essentially my wife would go change a light bulb. Okay. She would go she does a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? I'm the one that talks to the kids. I'm the nurturer of it. She fixes them, but I talk to them. They come and hug me. You get what I'm saying? When they want to. So the role is not the same. In my house, it's like we play whatever role is better for whoever the best at it. Not because society says this. Whoever is the best person, because it's a team at the end of the day. If me and you start a business and you want to speak, but I'm better at speaking.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? If we're going to, like, the whole thing, if life is business and we doing it from a relationship standpoint, it would have to be the better person that's better at whatever it is to do that.
Okay, look.
No matter what it is. If you can cook better than the girl, then why the fuck you ain't cooking?
But look, Kobe.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, but look, the reason
that doesn't make any sense to me.
The reason that I have to negate that whole notion is that if your wife was better at working than you, right? You got her pregnant. She was the main breadwinner. She couldn't work. She couldn't work like that.
So then the roles would switch when they need to.
Hold on. But look, if you have no skills and your relationship was based on her being able to work better than you, right? She got pregnant. It would change the whole financial dynamic of your family. That doesn't make sense. So look, at the end of
you're kind of losing me on that one.
Okay, look, you have a wife. She makes $100,000. She makes $100,000 a year. She's the financial breadwinner. You're the stay-at-home dad, right?
Right.
She gets pregnant. She can no longer sustain that $100,000 a year lifestyle because she's pregnant for 9 months and she's sick.
Right.
So, look, that's why.
Okay, so let's talk society. Okay, so are there not? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Are there not plenty of women out here taking care of dudes that sit in the hell at home and the roles are reversed?
Nobody wants them. Nobody wants them type of dudes.
It's plenty of women that got those type of dudes.
Are they happy in those relationships and did they marry them dudes?
Who knows? They still waiting on the dude to marry them.
Look, women. Dudes,
come on now.
Look, come on now. Hey, look, women don't want men they have to take care of.
I'm not. Look, I'm just
saying,
I
I'm just saying, let's be realistic.
Some women just want a man. Remember, you said it was a drought on them. They just taking anything.
No, but they don't. Come on, Cole.
So you mean to tell me you don't know at least, if you know 100 dudes, you don't know 40 or 50 of them dudes that got a woman taking care of them, is buying them their PS5, and it's the breadwinner. Come on, man.
Okay, how was those relationships?
Look, I don't know how those relationships
but look, we can statistically say that women don't want them dudes. They don't want children. Those are kids. I got to buy you a PS5 and take care of you.
Some girls like it, man.
And they got to look.
Some women
basically,
like it.
I'm gonna be fucking you. I'm gonna tell you when I want sex. That's
Bro.
when you look. Look. We understand that.
I love that's what it seems like.
Okay, look, you
but
grew,
that ain't realistic.
But look,
bro.
but you grew up in a household of a woman taking care of you, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the same thing. When a woman was taking care of you,
mm-hmm.
she got to call the shots. Your mama got to call the shots. She was the authority in the household.
She was my mama, nigga.
Okay, look. So look.
She was my mama.
Now
of course.
look. So now put that reverses in a row where you have a woman in the household. She's taking care of you. That's your mama too. She's taking because you buy you PS5s and Jordans and shit.
Essentially, in a relationship, we are both each other's parents because my wife's still gonna play my mother, and I'm pretty much her father. I'm raising her, and she's raising me on certain frequencies, on certain levels, bro. It's certain levels that I need my wife.
I can't rock with that.
It's certain levels. It's certain levels that I need my wife to do certain shit. Like when it comes to
I'm not having no woman take care of me, man. I can't do that.
I'm not having no woman take care of me either. But what I'm saying,
so why are you arguing that point?
What I'm saying is that not life though?
No, it's not life.
So you don't. So there's no. So
a woman.
If what I'm saying is not true, that means there will be no dudes that's pimping essentially.
But look, hold on. But look,
that's pimping.
But look,
so anybody in this live say they ain't never seen, they don't know not one dude. It's probably some dudes in this live that got their woman taking care of them. I guarantee you.
Hell nah.
I guarantee you, it's probably somebody out there, bro.
No woman will ever respect a man she got to take care of.
I see it. Oh, are you fucking kidding
me?
Look,
so when
I don't know if it's real. She might cheat on him, but she's with him.
But that ain't respect. That ain't respect. How was that respect?
I'm not saying. So you looking at it from a respect aspect. I'm speaking on it from broad, bro. Like I'm talking about it all from a broad perspective. You get what I'm saying? I know that I want to be the breadwinner. Not every dude is like us.
Why do you want to be the breadwinner?
It's just who I've always been.
Okay, so but
that don't mean that my wife can't go get. But that don't mean my wife can't go get no bread.
Wait a minute. I didn't say that though. But look. I'd much rather my wife get my bread through like my business,
of course,
then go to somebody else. And look, one thing
my wife ain't worked in 6 years.
The reason why that I'm saying that the younger, broker, submissive, more cooperative chick is the better option is because if I marry a PhD or career driven woman,
mm-hmm.
if you dedicate 30 years of your life to a job or a career, you've spent 30 years of your life to somebody else's vision. That's a problem for me.
Of course.
Because that same energy that you gave to that business, you could have been given to our family and our business.
But I think you could find right now, I think right now you potentially could find a woman that's maybe 28, 29, 30 years old.
But that's the middle. Like, I'm not talking about the middle. We're talking about stark opposites. Younger woman versus a woman who's on the edge.
Bro, you 34. Is 32 not young?
But I'm saying, look, what if I want 5 children like you? What if I want 6 kids?
You should have started a long time ago.
I don't have to. I could wait 10 years and still have 5 kids. It's still gonna work.
I got you, man.
You feel me? It's still gonna work. You know what I mean? So, but the whole narrative, this has been a very, very
No, I mean, man, because I disagree with certain things, but I get what you're saying as far as you being able to have kids and all of that. Yeah. I do. I won't act like I do not understand completely what you're saying.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like I'm not looking for a weak woman to boost my ego.
Well, look, bro, hold on. Look, let's wind this down for a bit. Like the family home ain't shit. Bro, that family home is how do we extend the family? Who's going to take care of the children? That's a very important. When you feed somebody, you control how long they live or die.
True.
So why are we trying to relegate and say that taking care of a family home is not a very important thing? Because out of families come community comes government, and they make rules to change everything to have what we have existing today.
True.
There is an important place for the home. If nobody takes care of the home, if everybody chasing the bag, then what the fuck are we doing? Somebody,
you insisting that the dude should be taking care of the crib too?
But look,
what I'm saying is it's not any one person's responsibility to do. Okay, it's a team and y'all choosing roles.
But look, hold up.
If y'all was a basketball team, Okay, look, I'm gonna take the 3. I'm gonna take this. Y'all choosing and creating that vision together. It ain't
look,
like you're trying to go in with this preconceived notion.
I'm not. Look,
of this. This is the way that it should be.
No. Look, hold on. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you with that because I agree with you. But at the end of the day, we have to look at our goals as men, right? As a man, the higher up you go, the more sacrifice that you have to make.
True.
So if we look at it from that perspective, the man who's making the 6 figures and up, he got to dedicate more time to his career, and because that's what it takes to provide for the family.
Okay, so when does that stop though? So when does that stop? So I'm gonna say it like this. Okay, so I built a business, right? My business is on autopilot.
No, come on.
You see what I'm saying? So if I got 6 businesses on autopilot, what is my job to do now? So can I not give back to get in there and go whoop my kids' ass if I need to, or do anything like that? So it's equally my responsibility to take care of the house and the kids as it is hers.
Now look,
if I fall sick, it's her responsibility to go get her ass out there and go become the breadwinner at that particular time.
She would have to do that.
She would have to do that.
But look, that's not her. But look, at the end of the day, if she has a man, that's not her responsibility.
What do you mean?
Because at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that if you're able and you are the provider, why is her responsibility equally to do that job? Hell no. If you didn't exist, for example, men, our job is to put our lives on the line for our family if we need to.
Exactly. But
hold on. But that's not her job, because at the end of the day, if you hear a sound in the night and somebody's breaking in, look, I would much rather give my life to protect everybody else. Because look, if we're doing things equally, and if we hear a creak in the night and we both lose our lives trying to defend the house, now that these children grow up with no father and mother, it don't make sense. I'm going to put my life on the line.
Of course you
right,
would.
so that my legacy lives on. That's what I'm saying. These are the gender roles that we're talking about. So I don't expect
her not going to be any.
Wait a minute. I don't expect you to do the same things equally that I do, because I don't want you putting your life on the line.
I expect both people to do what the fuck is necessary. That's what I expect to do. If in fact I'm dead in the sleep and she don't hear me, she gonna grab a motherfucking gun and she's going to shoot.
If she has to.
If she has to.
But look, that's not an expectation. The expectation is that you do that, because I can still take care of these children if you lose your life. I need to do that.
Of course. I mean, that's like a given. I'm a dude. I sleep by the door. You get what I'm saying? Right. In any room. I'm putting myself in there.
Right.
Got it.
Do
you understand that?
So that's your role. Right.
Okay, so that's my main role.
Right.
But God damn it, I got a backup. My girl.
I didn't say that you didn't have the backup.
No, what I'm saying is, so she's going through the same training. She's going through business training. She is going through every single thing.
Yeah, but that's not her expectation. She only has to do that if she has to.
So you what I'm saying.
But I don't want her to do that equally.
So
I don't want to be equal.
So all I'm saying is this: there are no certain set. There are some, but certain things could be like, hey, look, I need to get done what I need to get done when I need to get that shit done. Flat out. Like, so if I need her to be my shooter at one time, she needs to be that.
But no, look, if you hear a creak in the night, you're not sending your girl out there to
I'm not.
Shoot her. That's the only thing that I'm saying. I'm saying, look, when it comes down to defending your family, it's your job to protect them first.
Exactly.
So that in case
it's my job first.
Right. So look, in case if you lose your family, you still have there's still a family to live on.
I got you.
Right.
Okay, so outside of that,
I'm not. But look, we're not going any farther than that, because at the end of the day, I don't need her to be equal to me in that regard. I need to put my life on the line so that they can exist.
Need her. Like, what I'm saying is, a team.
Can she do that? Look, can she do that? Okay, look. Can she do that?
So a team. So let's look at. So if you are in a marriage, you are on a team.
Okay, look, we gonna
follow what I'm saying.
Look, we'll have to wrap up. It's 8:29.
Hold on.
Okay, go.
You are on a team, bro. You're on a team, right?
All right.
So at any given point when we're on a team, you have to pick up the slack for me. Even if it's my role on the podcast to do this.
But that is picking up the slack. If you lose your life, she's going to have to pick up your slack. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But it's your expectation when danger comes to put your life on the line.
Of course.
And she would be picking up the slack.
In any team, we would set expectations, though. But it ain't just man and woman. It's the same thing.
But look, that's my whole.
And I'm not saying that you do not set expectations.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying those expectations can change and they can rotate if need be.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Look, if you lose your life, then she's going to have to pick up the slack. She's going to have the training. She's going to have to become the defense in that particular point, right?
We got 30 more seconds, man. Hour. I gotta jump back on live again. So I don't know, man, about this part two, man. I think the heat is too fucking hot up in this damn up in this room right here.
It's definitely a
yeah, man. You on some bullshit.
And somebody said I was single. I'm definitely not single. Definitely not.
Because that's the expectation. How you talking, man?
Well, I'm being realistic from a man's perspective. Like, man, come on, like this whole 50-50 bullshit.
Nah, man, it's not 50. It's not 50-50 in the sense of going to the bank and cutting it in half.
I'm not saying, look.
But if I go right, you go left. Yes, I'm expecting for you.
But that's how you made it sound like we cutting the.
I'm saying the responsibility of raising a family, she's still bringing 50% of energy to the table, and I'm bringing 50% of energy to the table. That's the only 50-50.
But you're creating an argument that I'm not. I'm saying with you for the effort, but you're trying to diminish the responsibilities in the household as if making money is more important than taking care of the household, and it's not. Making money is not more important than taking care of a household. It's just my responsibility.
Exactly. So
look,
in that case, y'all would still be 50-50.
Look, I agree with you, but why are we trying to diminish the household and the roles in the household as if that's not equally important to taking care of a family? It is. To me, it's more important because there is no family without a woman taking care of the household. I agree with you. We don't have no argument, but we got to make money.
We do.
So at the end of the day, because money keep this shit rolling. That's the only thing that I'm saying.
And all I'm saying is, she can go out and make her own bag, and I will be perfectly fine with it. Is all I'm saying, though. She can go get it, and I will hire a nanny. Because at the end of the day, I still want to see what she can do.
But look, you got a family already, though.
True.
So you already set up for that. A man who doesn't have.
I got you.
That's what I'm saying. You know, you set up. You can't say that. All right. So this is Federo and Kobe Pegway. Life is business. We definitely gonna do a part 2 to this because I know y'all. We've had over almost 200 comments in this thing. People are really going off about this. So we want to actually get people to come on next time. We're gonna buzz some of you guys in because I know.
You don't have to have some of y'all call in.
Yeah. So, but Kobe Pegway, my good boy, my good friend, and Federo. This is Life is Business podcast. We'll
see y'all next week.
Next Wednesday,
7:30, same time. Send us some ideas on what we can talk about. And Benjamin, I ain't stuck in the 1950s, Jack. I got you. Hey man, hey, my girl's a shooter. All right, peace.